Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been so long since I've talked to you guys. It feels a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. But oh my god, it's been like 3 months that I've been on YouTube, I guess. It's been long 3 months. Well, actually, you guys are probably wondering like, why haven't you been on YouTube? Why haven't you uploaded anything? Why did you just stop uploading after I said that I found out I was having a baby? And it was just honestly like everything just so overwhelming at the beginning. I was in school and I honestly didn't have energy to do a video, and I never want this to be something where I'm like, oh, I have to do a video, damn. No, like I feel like I like to do videos when I feel inspired and I feel like I need to do one. And so finally, I am currently 19 weeks this week. So next week I'll be 5 months. Can you guys believe that? I'm almost 5 months. That means I'm halfway through pregnancy and I'm about to have my baby. Oh, you guys still don't know what I'm having, right? I will upload my baby reveal, gender reveal party up on YouTube so you guys can find out what I'm having. But I do know what I'm having. How I said, I'm almost 5 months. And time is flying, and I'm gonna do a whole separate video on how I feel with my pregnancy, how it's been, if I got morning sickness or not, if I got mood swings or not, you know, just like for people who are thinking of getting pregnant, or, you know, just in general, or just how I got pregnant, like what type of birth control I was on previously, yada, yada, yada. I'll probably do that video after this one since I'm already ready. I rarely get, like, it's not that I rarely get ready, it's just that, like, I am so tired all the time. I only get ready when I need to. Before I would get ready, you know, just to be at home, but now it's like, I'd rather be like without no makeup, a big ass shirt, and just be comfortable, because when you're pregnant, you're not very comfy. So I'll do a whole nother video for that, and I'll let you guys know when that goes up. So today's video is going to be a story time about how I found out I was pregnant. Sorry if you hear my little cousin, he's in the back. What's wrong? So this story time is going to be about how I found out I was pregnant. So let's go back to the summer. So I got pregnant, supposedly I got pregnant around August 10th, and I found out I was pregnant until September 16th. So how it all happened was, you know, I was going out all summer, you know, like drinking, partying, having fun. Like I lived my 21 years old, like years of life or whatever, I don't know how to explain it, but like I would go out like every day, honestly. And around that time is when I got off birth control. No, I got off birth control in like May. And you know, everybody's like, oh, it takes like 6 months for you to get pregnant, yada yada yada. So I was like, whatever, if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. The thing was that I was trying to calculate it just so I would have the baby in the summer, and so I had specific months that I could get pregnant. And so me and my husband were like, all right, you know, like, let's just do it. And if you get pregnant, cool. And if you don't, then you don't, you know, and you get on back on birth control. So that's what we did. I'll be right back. All right, I went to see how my cousin was doing. But how I was saying, so I got off birth control around like May, and then this whole summer I was just like partying and having fun and stuff. And we weren't using protection, so obviously I was prone to getting pregnant. But I honestly didn't, like, we didn't think it was gonna happen. We were like, nah, you know, it's not gonna happen. And it did. So to the story. So alright, so since I was going out and drinking and all, doing all that stuff, you know, just not all that stuff, just like drinking and partying and stuff like that, I would take a pregnancy test about every Friday before I would go out to see if I was pregnant, you know, because I didn't want to be drinking and then knowing I was pregnant. Like, I would never do that. And so throughout the whole summer, I took pregnancy tests like every so often when I thought I was pregnant, when I felt kind of weird. Obviously, if I was on my period, I wouldn't take a pregnancy test, type of thing. And so I took a pregnancy test, let's see, the weekend. So I took a pregnancy test literally the whole time. So, okay, so I found out I was pregnant Tuesday, September 16th. That Friday, I took a pregnancy test because I went out that weekend. And it said it was negative, okay? And so I was like, all right, you know, negative, I'm not pregnant. And around that time, it was time, I started school. I started school the 28th of August. And so I was like, all right, I need to get on birth control because I can't get pregnant this month. Like, I only have this month to get pregnant so I can have it in time in the summer. I'll explain that in my other video. But you know, it was about time for me to get on birth control. And so that Friday I took a pregnancy test, it was negative, and then that weekend, that weekend Hera was here, and then Monday and Tuesday he left to Chicago for like some conference with his job. And so then I went out that weekend. Monday was cool, you know, I felt kind of emotional. You okay? Okay, he's all good. So on Monday, he's just talking. So on Monday, I was just like super emotional. I was telling my friend Karina, I was like, dude, like I'm crying about everything. And then she saw me crying multiple times. And I didn't know if I was overwhelmed with school or just that I missed Hera, but it was just like this weird emotional feeling. And so then on Tuesday morning, I woke up, and I even Snapchatted this. Like I woke up like at 7 a.m. craving pepino con chile y tajín. And literally, that's what I did, and I took it to school, and that's what I ate as my breakfast. And I mean, that's kind of, I always eat that, but in the afternoon, you know, not in the morning. It's really sour. And so I even Snapchatted it, and I Snapchatted, and I said, I'm being fat or something with like a piggy emoji. Well, later that day, I went to work, and I was feeling kind of like blue, you know, just kind of emotional. And I'm that type of bee to like cry, I'm a little bitch, but like not that bad. Like this time I was crying like, I don't know, if a fly died I would cry, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And so then at work, you know, I go to the bathroom, and then I go and take a pregnancy test, and I was like, it's gonna be negative because I took one on Friday, and Hera has been gone since yesterday. There's no way I got pregnant over the weekend and that I'm showing pregnant already, you know, because it takes about 9 days for ovulation to go through or whatever for you to get pregnant, for you to show up on the pregnancy test. And so I'm there, I peed whatever in the little thing, and I'm on my phone. Like I could have sworn this was going to be negative because on Friday it was negative. And so then I'm there on my phone, and then I peek over, and I'm like, there's 2 lines on there, like 2 lines. And I kid you not, my heart like dropped. And I just couldn't believe it. I remember putting my hands right here, and I was like, this is real. This is fucking real. I have a baby in me. What? Like my life is about to change. Like it's not that I didn't want it. It's just that, I mean, I'm married and all, and I've been married to him, and I have a beautiful relationship. But it's not that I didn't want the baby, of course. You know, it's just that, holy shit, like I'm gonna be a mom. This is something you keep forever. And I was in the bathroom, and I was like shaking, and I was just like, what the, like I kept telling myself, this is real, this is real, this is real. And so then I texted Karina, and I was like, dude, I'm pregnant. And she was like, oh, shut up, whose patient's like pregnancy test is this or whatever? And I was like, dude, I don't play like that. I was like, I am pregnant. So then I called her crying, and I was like, dude, I'm pregnant. And she was like, no, she's like, I don't believe you. So then I think I like FaceTimed her or something. She finally believed me. So then I couldn't go back to work because I was just like shaky, like crying, like happy crying, you know, just kind of in shock because a few days ago it was negative. Like, how is it positive now, type of thing. What's wrong, Liam? I think baby wants to go to sleep. But I think that's why it was more shocking for me, just because a few days ago it was negative, if you get what I mean. And so then I went to like, I left like the little clinic, and I was just like sitting, they have a gym, and I was like sitting on the treadmill, and I was just like, what do I do? Like, Hera wasn't even here, Hera was in Chicago, and he was just busy, you know, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell him. I'm just gonna wait for him to come back, and I'll surprise him in some way, somehow. So then right away, the person I called was my mama, and so then I'm like, Mom, I FaceTime her, and I'm like, Mom, are you alone? Like, you know, I want you to go to the room, I need to tell you something. Because I thought my dad was gonna flip shit, you know? I think every dad kind of flips out. And so then she's like, what? And then I show her the pregnancy test, and I was like, I'm pregnant. And like I started crying and like freaking out, and she's like, why are you crying? And I was like, because like I'm pregnant, this is like a big deal. She's like, well, she's like, abriste las patas, you're supposed to get pregnant. Like, my mom is so blunt, kind of saying like, you're having sex, of course you're gonna get pregnant, type of thing. So my mom put it out like that to me. She was like, you're pregnant, you know, what are you gonna do now? Have it? And I was like, well, duh, like I'm gonna have it, you know? Like, she didn't give me an option. She was just like, well, you're pregnant now, you're gonna have it, and now you're a mom. But I was like, whoa, like I was still freaking out about the fact that I was pregnant. And so then my mom was really cool about it. And then my dad kind of heard in the back. And I remember, like, he was like, "Hey, like, what happened or whatever?" And my dad was just, like, instigating to hear what I was saying. But I was kind of scared to come home, you know, because my dad is my dad. And so then I get home, and then I'm, like, I come through the living room, and I'm, like, to see my dad. And he's like, "Why are you hiding from me?" And I was like, "Because I'm scared." And he was like, "Come over here." And I was like, "Fuck, he's going to give me a lecture." So, I mean, like, I'm not a baby anymore, you know. I'm, like, 22 years old. I've been married for, like, 5 years. I know my husband over, like, 10 years. And so I sat right next to him, and he was like, "You know, this is a big responsibility." He was like, "I'm happy for you." And, you know, like, he's like, "I'm just scared that you're going to get, like, really sick during your pregnancy, that you're going to have to drop out." Like, his main concern was me dropping out. And I was like, no, like, why would I even drop out now that I have a baby? Like, I have a bigger motivation to stay in school, you know? And so that's how I found out I was pregnant. And that's how it led to me picking up Head at the airport, which is a video you guys have seen. And, yeah, I don't know if it was interesting to you guys, but I mean, that's just how I found out I was pregnant. Like, it was just like that. Like, so obviously, all the pregnancy tests I took during August and the beginning of September were giving me false, because they were supposed to be positive. By the time I found out I was pregnant, I was already like 5 or 7 weeks, I can't remember. But I was already over a month when I found out I was pregnant. And remember, I was taking pregnancy tests that every other week, and they kept coming back negative. So you can definitely get a negative. Yeah, like a false negative. There you go. That's what you say, a false negative. Because I got false negatives throughout the whole August pretty much, and then throughout the beginning of September until it finally showed up that it was positive. So I think that's why my whole story was just, I was just a little more shook because of the fact that it had been negative the whole time, and I was like, what the heck? I'll be right back. Okay, baby Liam wanted to join. Hi girls, what's up? It's gonna be me in like 5 months, my little cute one to say what I'm having. But it's a beautiful thing, and like if you want to have a baby, go for it. It's like the most beautiful thing. I feel like you enjoy life a little bit more, like way more actually. Like it's just a different meaning to life. Like you can't be sad anymore. Like there's a little bug inside of you, not a bug, but you know, like just like a little human of yours. Like it's such a beautiful thing, especially if you're having a baby with the right person. It just feels so much better. I mean, I wouldn't know, but like I wouldn't know how it feels having a baby with like the wrong person, because I'm like with the right person. But just to think that like there's a little baby inside of me that's like half of me and half my husband is like the prettiest thing ever. And so yeah, I will try and continue to make more videos. I'm probably gonna make a few today just because I don't know when I'll be back to like post videos. And yeah, we're almost at 400 subscribers, I think I saw. So you guys are the real MVPs for still rocking with the Dope Fam. And I was thinking, I was like, you know how I was like Dope Wife, now I'm gonna be Dope Mom or Dope Ma. Like, I don't know, I'm still trying to think. I need to copyright that ASAP actually. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. I love every single one of you guys, and thank you so much for coming back. I hope you guys have a great holidays, great Christmas, great New Year's, and you know, just bless up. Yeah guys, thank you for watching.